Shiplist.io.
Where's Da Vinci?
Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. Come out the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't wait. You can read what you sow in the day. I was down, now I'm up to the plate. Got a couple hits, cause you know I cannot play. We gon' win it no matter what the shape. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shape.
Well, here we are in the boxes this morning. This one is about done. I've refilled my Bondo. I'm going to sand it, smooth it back out, get it back up to at least 180, put some primer. This sub fits. I'll try to show you guys how it fits. And those are the subs we're putting in here. 250 watt, 12 inch Alpines. It's gonna be hard to do while I'm holding the phone, guys. This one fits, and it fits perfectly. The other side, not so much. I'm gonna have to trim a little more of this down. They don't fit in here brilliantly. I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off. They do. I mean, I can shove them in there. They're in. I can close the trunk. Everything's in beautifully. Open it back up. What I'm worried is it'll get too heavy and they'll try to fall over. They're not gonna have the little square pieces to bolt it down that were here and here on the corners. They do have, it didn't snap in, I don't think. Yeah, they do have the little snaps. Can't see it with the phone. Where's that? Oh, right there. Behind here, and those are still on the back of this carpet piece. This one fits great. See how that one kind of lines up nicely? It's not going to match up perfectly with these back ones anymore because it's bulky. You know, it's going to stick out a little bit. I've got to sand this one down. I've got to grind some of this off because this does not fit. Try to show you guys without hurting myself here. Yeah, see, I'm holding it up against there. It won't lay up against there. See the gap? I've got to cut a little more off of that. So, sorry about the bad video here. I can't really do much else with that. But anyway, there's that. And if you guys remember the little amp from this Eclipse, not the Civic, from the Eclipse, that's what's going to go in here. And I think I'm just going to have them mount it like right here for now. We can build some kind of enclosure for it later. Like I said, Amber wants the middle of her trunk space still. So, and this is really gonna, well, it'll push back in, I think. These are really gonna have to be trimmed down. All I've really got to do, guys, is kind of trim this stuff on the back. This is what's making it bulky. I don't really need this carpet now. This is fiberglass, this is Bondo. As long as these edges are smooth, should be fine. I am gonna drive over to Car Audio and show him what I've done so far and see if he has any other advice as to anything else I need to do. I was going to seal the inside of it. So I've got some sealant and it's like waterproof. And I was going to like seal the whole inside to make sure the boxes have a good sound inside there. Just in case there's any cracks or anything. Hi guys. Boy, it's windy out here. Bear with me. My camera's shaking all over the place. I hope it don't blow off the porch. Got a very good view. I had a problem. I took that Audi out today. So first thing is I took it over to Car Audio. Shout out to Car Audio. Awesome place. That's where I get my installations done. I took the Audi over there and I showed him the setup I had. And guys, I don't always have a lot of confidence in myself and what I do. And you guys know I'm not perfect at this, but I'm still kind of a student. But do you know what his exact words were? His exact words were, wow. I was like, do you think those will sound okay? He's like, yeah, that should be great. He goes, that is a beautiful work of art. He goes, those are just beautiful. He told me those were perfect. Perfect. That's what he said. He said, go sand them down. Glue some carpet on it, and I was like, no, I'm gonna paint them. He goes, oh, even better, that'll be great. So, yay! I'm all excited. Freaking professional installation guy that has done this for over 20 years told me that these looked awesome. So, I'm gonna go get something out of the garage. I want to show you guys. I went to the hardware store and I got a caulking gun and some caulking stuff. I couldn't find liquid nails, so I had to use what, you know, they have nothing on the shelf anymore. So I had to use what they had on the shelf. And in case this messes up, I'm gonna show you guys what I used. So I wanted to go around with a little bit of sealant around the inside of the box. And let me tell you something. When I do the Honda boxes, I'm gonna be so much smarter. I already have the rings and the fleece and everything fiberglass, and I had to put caulking in there. Not very smart. Well, honestly, I'd have to cover it before so I had to take my fingers and go in here with this caulking and seal it the best that I could. It was kind of hard. Anyway, I couldn't find anything that really went for this. So this is paintable, flexible, 100% waterproof, strong, paintable in 30 minutes, interior, exterior, and this is what I got. It was like $5. The caulking gun was like $3. I used all of it. Some people will go down lower. I would not go lower. Here's why. Would you rather get 80 grit scratches out with 120, 180, or would you rather have to get 40 grit scratches out? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the next step is to get this sanded. I had to cut this part a little bit. I'm gonna go get my speakers and we're gonna try to fit them in here. I did that this morning, but now that I got them out of the car, I'm gonna try. But I've got to get this smoothed down a little bit. Get this sander, my DA is from Menards, and this is Menards. This is really good sandpaper. I found Walmart's sandpaper that looks just like this, just a little, are they 5-inch? Yeah, 5-inch hook and loop discs. After a while, they're not sticky anymore. Walmart has really old freight just hanging out on the shelf. All right, I'm going to work on this a little bit, and Preston, watch me.
Be that, cause life's so crazy, you ain't been through. I'ma love you way before I gotta miss you. Hold this mama on my side, give her some tissue. We were just a hood, baby, with some issues.
Unfortunately, a lot of these edges and stuff are gonna be really hard to sand with the DA. I'm probably gonna have to get me some hand sandpaper. I did do that one. Should be the same, kind of around here. I'm getting some low spots here. We'll fill just a little bit more. That one's had 2 coats of Bondo on it. This one's only on the first. Around here is a little hard to get to. I've turned this up on its edge and do the best that I can, but it's not going to do that great. Sand the edges. Now I'm gonna have to go around this because of my fitting problem in the back of the trunk of that Audi and cut all this excess off and get this as flat as I can. If I got any fiberglass of Bondo around the outside corners, cut it off, trim it down, whatever I can do, because I want this to fit nicer. I need these to snap in. All these boxes should have snaps, something on the, see? This kind of thing on the back, it's barely even on there, I may have to remove that, to kind of help fit that box back in, and I need it to fit in nicely. Then I've got the little circle connectors coming for it, and I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to drill my hole for that, and I think I have those hole saw, whatever you call them, to do that with. So I'm going to get back to sanding this. After I sand this, I'm going to sand that one a little bit more. I'm going to take a Dremel tool because my circle, my ring for my sub isn't that great. I'm going to take one of these little rocks off my Dremel and just kind of go around inside here, make it a little smoother, and that one too, I think. And I'm getting there, guys. And let's not forget that the professional guy said it was yeah, it was perfect. I'm not perfect, but my box is perfect, so I'm pretty happy with that. He said it should sound great. So I'm gonna get back to work on this, and I'll see you guys in a minute. I got tired of sanding, and that happens. It's a lot of sanding when you're making boxes. Decided to drill the holes for my subwoofers. So I started with a smaller, I started with this size drill bit for the hole, and then I ended up with this size. I found these screws in a little baggie, which I assume probably went to this Alpine system in the first place. And that's what I'm going to use. I don't have enough, so I'm going to take one, go to the hardware store, and keep your fingers crossed that they have something on the shelf. Because the world is fun right now, right? So I'm just going to drill out these holes one at a time. I started out not having tape here. Now I take down the sub so it can't move on me while I'm screwing these. I started out not having tape here, and let me tell you why I put it here. When I drill all the way down with the drill bit, I'm hitting the top of this and I'm leaving a scratch there. These are brand new speakers. They've never really been used. They were sitting in the Eclipse basically for decoration for over 2 years. Yeah. Yep. Once I got that little hole, these are drilling in pretty good. It's making quite a mess, and my caulking that I put in there is coming out. I'll just take the air hose and just spray down in there after I make the hole. Christmas, and it's the 20-volt lithium battery. Pretty damn good. I mean, I keep this thing in my trunk, and it like never runs out of juice. Like, I hardly ever charge the thing. Right. See, I already, if you guys could see that, I already scratched it. Okay. I was trying to put brand new speakers in her car, and here's the thing, she's not just getting a used system. This is brand new. No one's ever used it. I found just some. They're about the same width, about the same height. They're pointy. Really pointy ones in this box. Alright. My sub has been reeled in. Take some pictures. Send it to Amber. She's at work right now. And when this sets up, it will set up like that. And it's actually pretty hefty. I did not fiberglass the outside. Carmel said I didn't have to fiberglass the outside of it. It would be okay. So there we go. That's where I'm at right now. I've still got sanding and Bondo to do a little bit. I don't want it to be bumpy. That's where the problem comes in. I'm probably going to use some guide coat to find my low spots here. What do you guys think? I think she's going to have two beautiful subwoofer boxes and a nice system and an amp just hanging in the back. Like I said, she just wants to just drill it up on the side. So maybe later we could make like a little amp rack or something for it when I fiberglass the rest of the back of the trunk. So I'm thinking about that, but that's where we are right now, guys.